Closer to me?
So I say this is the center. I can watch.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
We are live streaming.
Oh, that's exciting. Okay,
That's why I
very
want
cool.
so I want to make sure both sides.
Very good. Okay, yeah, you let me know. It just was.
I don't know how such. I know.
More?
There's more. Yeah. No, no, they have more space.
Do they have coffee?
And today I'm with beautiful Nancy. How are you doing?
Hi, doing great. Excited for this.
Okay, well, so Nancy, tell me about what are the expectations we should have from
I am
today?
expecting wonderful things from I believe this is the very first Mr. DC pageant.
Yeah.
And there is also a talent section, so I'm really excited about the talents.
And how nervous should be anybody who is contesting?
The contestants, I hope they're not. I think that this is a wonderful crowd, lots of family and friends here. So
Yeah.
everyone is going to do great.
Yeah, and I think they will do wonderful because I think they got great talent. As you can see here, all behind us, Christine, and we have beautiful crowd here, and look at everybody here on left and right. So
Quite the setup.
yeah, it's quite the setup. So Auntie, how nervous were you when you were?
I think I was much more nervous before getting into the pageants than actually at the pageant. Just the uncertainty because I didn't know this is my first one that I ever did. Just not knowing what to expect that really created some anxiety. But as soon as I got to Vegas, it was totally fine.
And congratulations, just for audience, I was just want to tell, she actually represented Vegas and
Mrs.
Yeah,
America.
Mrs. America, and wonderful. I mean, I think that's an amazing thing what you have done.
Thank you.
Okay, congratulations. Okay.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so again, I'm gonna just have other guests right now.
Okay, one more. Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, do you live in Maryland too? No, where's DC? DC, okay. DC. Virginia.
Hello, judges. Hello.
Hi, Doctor. And here is beautiful Dr. Crossman. Sat Shri Akal.
Good afternoon.
I think you can come in between.
I'm not coming here. I'm going to be supervising you.
Supervisor.
Yeah, we have a supervisor here. So all beautiful people, these are, I think everybody is getting together right now. So we'll be checking back again on giving an update. So far, so this is our main organizer, Dr. Kaufman. How are you doing, Doctor? Yeah. This is a live transmission. So tell me what should people expect?
They should expect a good show. We have very strong and it's for a good cause.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna just walk to the other crowd, and we're gonna ask one by one anybody who is interested in giving us feedback. Hello, how are you doing? I'm Dr. Mobi with Lifestyle TV, and today we are doing the live coverage. And you are one of the ones watching this excitement. So, what do you expect from everybody?
Well, I'm curious to see why each man thinks that he should be Mr. DC.
Oh, Mr. DC.
I'm curious to hear them.
And what are the qualities you normally look for?
Well, I think somebody who is responsible,
Okay.
somebody who is a family person, somebody who is not self-indulgent.
It's all yours.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
So I think we have a lot of other crowd here too, and look at that. So, say hi, this is the live transmission. Hello, how are you doing? Hello. So we have a habit. So this is a live transmission. Hi, would you want to say something to everybody?
Hello. I
Oh.
really enjoy the Mr. DC show. This is my husband Steve.
Hi, Steve.
I go with my friend Dr. Mavi.
Okay, Moby. Yeah.
Mavi.
Yeah.
And this is my friend Clarissa.
Hi, Clarissa. How are you doing?
If you ever get a chance to re-up and do that again, my dog will love you. He's the cock.
And I'm gonna now next ask from our lovely Lily, but I'll get her later, and then and we have some of the judges getting ready here, and the stage is getting ready. So I'm going to give you all feedback here, and this is, look at her. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. And this is, look at the amazing crew we have for they're gonna do. These are the one of the contestants, right?
Hi, yes.
Okay, so tell me your name.
My name is Yasser Bashir,
Yes,
and I am a celebrity makeup artist. Been here in DC, Maryland, Virginia, most of my life. So,
and if you want to become a celebrity, join me. Not kids. Hey, hi sir. How are you doing? I'm
Good,
Dr.
good.
Moby with Lifestyle TV.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And we'll. Oh, tell me your name.
I'm Craig Kelly.
Okay, you are one of the.
I am.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And good luck.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
And I think this is also another contestant. here.
Yes.
Hi, sir. I'm Dr. Moby, one of the hosts.
All right, well, hi, I'm Dan Rottenberg. Hope you guys have a good time today. I think we raised some good money for charity.
Yes. Amen.
How you doing, sir? Good. Right. That's all right. I'm Craig.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, Ron here. Nice to meet you. So we have beautiful people around us, and as you can watch, everybody is excited, super excited here. And here we have Amreen. Amreen, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Amreen, tell me, what should we be looking for? Somebody with Mr. DC title.
We are looking someone, of course, I'm joking. Someone with the whole talent, like a whole package. Of course, we always look for the person have a good personality, have to be good for Mr. DC, like he will be involved in some social activities or in some you can say this type of thing, like where they can involve the whole community, not it's like not like a community event, but this is like something we are looking for, someone who have who is the all rounder and can be perfect for the mission.
And we have Jane here again. And so how are you doing? How exciting is it getting near and near the start of this?
There's a lot of excitement in the room because this is really a powerful thing that we're doing as we are creating role models and leaders for future generations, and we're raising money for the homeless people. The organization is called JASA, and I am very excited to say that we have sold every single seat today.
Wow, congrats!
Yeah, so it's a beautiful day, and God is really shining his light on this.
And you know, the most important thing is when you have honesty and when you have dedication, you know, somebody rewards you for sure, right?
Sure. Yes. Praise the Lord for that.
Thank you. And so, as you can see, we have beautiful people all around us, and we'll be covering one by one. So we have, this is the left and this is the right side here. And as you can watch, a lot of people all around here getting ready for ask her to come here?
Louder?
Louder.
Okay, all right. Welcome to the Mr. DC 2022 charity event. We're right here in Washington, D.C. It's for a good cause and for the charity called FAFSA. A lot of people have been asking me, what is FAFSA? It's an organization that helps families pay their bills, and it also helps homeless individuals. With that said, we're going to get started today. Your MCs for today is Dr. Dennis Humphrey and Mrs. M.
Yay.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. As Dr. Crosland said, this is for an amazing cause, and of course for men who are homeless. They have an opportunity for someone to reach out and help them. So that's what the foundation of this event is for, Mr. DC 2022. And before we kick everything off, I would like to, I can't do this without her. She's incomparable, and you know her as, the international star that she is, but Halima Mira will be co-MC tonight.
Yeah.
And so we're going to follow pretty much with the structure as you see it in your pamphlets. But before we really begin everything as protocol would dictate, I'd like to ask Bishop Lacey if he would come up and offer the opening prayer.
Good evening, everyone. We know in all things we must give thanks, so may we bow our heads in prayer. Almighty God, Jehovah Jireh, our provider, we are humbled for this day and thankful in heart. We're grateful for the organizers of this event, and we appreciate the gifts and talent in each individual. We thank you for this day and the provision you provided. Thank you for your loving kindness, your mercy. Thank you for loving us whereby we can love one another. Thank you for everyone who has come to witness. And Lord, I ask you to grace us this evening with your presence. Show yourself to be among us with joy and laughter. Reveal yourself in bonds and fellowship. May everything that is said and done bring glory to your name. Amen.
Amen.
Would you all please, we have a special presentation, so if you would all stand please for presentation of colors and the next round. America, pause. Land of the free, home of the brave. So tonight, this evening, I'm looking around, I see the anticipation, but I'm not going to belabor this because I know you guys are ready to go. So let's do this. Let's bring up this District of Columbia.
Thank you, and hello DC, and welcome to the first ever Mr. DC 2022 pageant and charity event. As Mrs. DC Mayor for 2020, I am so honored to partner with Hotspot Plus to create a pageant for men to highlight their outstanding achievements. Men that are devoted to their families, their community, and their professions. And on a personal note, I would like to say that my husband truly inspired me to want to have this pageant for men because he has the heart of a king. And now I want to say thank you to all the incredible sponsors. We could have not have done this without you. You are so amazing, and you saw the vision and the power of the crown. And last, I want to say, it's my pleasure to announce Dr. Dennis Humphrey, who is coming up to speak. He is also a TV host for Global Television Network. And he is going to be the master of ceremonies for this incredible event. Thank you.
Ms. Gina Ann Roberts, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I think one of the things is, thank you. That's important because these men who are going to be showcased today, it's an image that is going to be projected. That young men, it matters your poise, it matters how you present yourself, but it also matters how you think and how you structure your mind to assist in the growth, not only for themselves, but for those who are modeling and looking at them. So, I think we have a very special presentation and guest. Would you like to introduce?
I think you should do the honors.
I will do so.
Since you're back to the king.
Mr. Clint Bowers. Yeah. We've had the presentation of the colors, we've had the national anthem, and we've had Miss DC America. So now I think it appropriate, and I'll allow you to introduce.
Okay, thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I hope you're all feeling safe, happy, and healthy at this wonderful event, and it's an honor to be here. I believe this is the first annual.
Yes.
What a privilege it is to honor people in a time of need on the good things we do as a nation. I'll let my song speak for me. During the pandemic, I was going back to college after an accident on a Broadway show, and Black Lives Matter happened. And I tell this story that I was on my way to the ocean, to keep driving in Santa Monica. If people didn't want certain numbers here, I'm just going to keep going. And then I saw a group of non-black people protesting, and it changed everything. No man stands alone. Each man's joy is joy to me. Each man's grief is my own. We need one another, so I will defend thee. Each one as my brother, each one as my friend. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains, majesty above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crowned thy good on otherhood, from sea to shining sea. I saw the people gathered, I heard music play, the songs that they were singing, keep ringing in my heart. We need one another, so I will defend and reinvest each man as my brother, each man as my friend. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crowned thy good on brotherhood, from sea to shining sea, from sea to shining sea.
Thank you again, very quickly, one of the ways that this pageant, if you will, began was as a result of a single person bringing a lot of other people together. And so I want to introduce and allow her to speak, Ms. Nolima Mira, who was a catalyst for bringing all of us together. And then, of course, this spawned into the city's 2022.
Thank you very much, my love. Thank you. Your microphone, I know you're better looking than you, but I think your microphone is better than mine too, so.
No.
It wasn't.
I have a more romantic voice than you.
There you are.
Ladies and gentlemen, bonjour, bonsoir, namaste, good evening. I just wanted to tell you before I begin, CPA Garg's wife, Mrs. Shifali Garg, is sitting at the wrong spot. I think you belong to the table here with the tally additions, please. And I think Dr. Mehra will forgive me. Anyway, I am Nilima Mehra, like my loved Dr. Humphrey said. I've been in broadcasting for the last 51 years. I'm the first Indian American, or Desi I should say, on Fox 5, mainstream American television. I was a young kid when I started radio. From there, it went on to television, and I never looked back. By profession, I'm a scientist, a biochemist. I'm married to a very handsome-looking doctor, Dr. Rajesh Mehra. I have 3 children who are all doctors, and a 4th one is also a physician. I have 3 grandchildren who are absolutely precious to me. I just wanted to tell you, like Dr. Humphrey said, that this conversation of Mr. DC actually began behind the camera of Global Television Networks in the studio. Lots happen. I kiss him, he kisses me, we go out to dinners, I go out with Dr. Crossland, we say a lot of things, I go out with CPA Singh, but I take permission from Mrs. Singh. I go out with CPA Garg without permission. So lots and lots of things happen in the studio, and this was one of them. I must say that besides my profession and besides being a media person, I'm a die-hard believer of philanthropy. I was brought up to support the poor. Right now, Global Television Networks supports over 200 organizations, non-profit in the world. The biggest being food, shelter, medicine, clothing for children in Uganda, and so forth. So we support. So this is a charity event. And when Dr. Humphrey said, Nilima, do you want to be beside me? I said, when was I not beside you? I met many contestants outside, and every time I spoke to one, I said, I think I'm going to fall in love with you. And I said, I'm already in love with Dr. Humphreys, Mr. DC. Then I stepped onto the next one, and I said, he's even better looking, and he speaks so soft. I said, think of Dr. Humphreys. My mother said, look, love everybody, touch everyone, but you only go home with one who you got married to. So I love the world. You're all mine. You're all mine. I love everybody. I think we are having this competition at MGM. MGM begins with M. This is a magnificent competition, M. This is a marvelous audience, M. This is a mystical, mysterious event. Who will get the crown? M. Mrs. Mehra, your MC, M. Don't forget that, please don't forget that. So that's I, me, myself from Fox 5 Plus in Washington, D.C. We've been into all the homes, 6.3 million homes. I should now pass the microphone over to my loved boy, I should say, Dr. Dennis Humphrey, who will now take over. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you. And this is going to be a shameless plug, not for me, but it's amazing because I really just found out about the Mrs. DC, the Miss DC America, and the wonderful people who have been participating in it. And interestingly enough, Mrs. DC America 2021, without knowing it, was really the catalyst for this. She was at one of the segments and she was being interviewed and was kind enough to take a picture with my niece. And then of course she rented me a picture. And while we were having the conversation, it was, well, who's Mr. DC? And she said, oh, well, we don't have one of those. And I said, well, my son would be perfect. And of course, then Dr. Crosman heard that. And then Mrs. DC 2020, DC America 2020, Jeannie Ann Roberts, she took this like, I don't know, it was like she was, chasing after a piece of meat. She was like, I'm gonna make this happen, we're gonna make this happen. She was beating on doors, she was doing all of these wonderful things. So I wanted folks to know that you're really the star of this. All right. Thank you. And so now I would like to ask the Honorable Kashina Cross, Mayor of Glen Arden, Maryland, if she would come up and address us in her own way.
Hello, this is magnificent, this is marvelous, and Miss Mara here is fantastic. Okay, thank you all so much. The grandeur in this room is breathtaking. As I look at the judges here, I know that you have a journey ahead of you, but I acknowledge that you're well capable of doing it. I am the Honorable Kashina A. Cross from the city of Glen Arden. I am from a city that is 82 years young. So I am its third African-American female woman mayor. So I bring to you a little uniqueness of my own. But without further ado, I am here to bring you greetings from the mayor of D.C., District of Columbia. So, without further ado, as the mayor of Washington, now you have to picture me in the face of the Honorable Muriel Bowser. So make sure that you see her when you see me. As the mayor of Washington, D.C., I am pleased to extend greetings to the attendees, participants, and organizers of Mr. DC 2022 charity event. The Mr. DC 2022 charity event is a valuable asset to our community, the District of Columbia. Thanks to the celebration and the elevation of positive male communities, or who we are in need of for this community service to be performed in 2022 by each of the 12 winners of Mr. DC 2022 competition. I offer my heartfelt thanks and congratulations to all Mr. DC 2022 contestants, for each of you have already shown yourselves to be honorable, accomplished men who are fiercely dedicated to family, work, and community. You are all tremendous assets to our community, and you are all winners. My thanks also to the organizers, the volunteers, the supporters, contributors, and everyone who helped to make this event possible. You have all played an important role in helping to honor and celebrate men and giving back to your communities. So on behalf of the 712,000 residents of Washington, D.C., I wish you a wonderful and enjoyable event. And on behalf of the 6,500 members of the city of the illustrious Glen Arden, Maryland, from its mayor, Kashina A. Cross, fantastic evening to you all.
I think she was majestic. Give her a big round of applause. Thank you so much for coming. And with those majestic words, we are now going to proceed on to introduce our good-looking judges out here. Yeah, you're all good looking. I don't know who's the best one. Honestly. All right. I will do the honors of introducing the very first one. Our first judge today is Ms. Ellen Bryant. She is a television talk host, health coach, author, and a speaker. Every morning, she helps people start their day on television in Washington, D.C. as the host of Great Day Washington. That's WUSA 9. She also knows a lot about beauty pageants and talents. Mind you, she was herself Miss Ohio 2011. So here she's gracing Mr. DC. And she competed for the Miss America 2012 title. That's Miss lady in red. Thank you.
And for our second judge, so I get to be biased, so I'm going to do this Dr. Mandira Nandani Niran. Is a double board certified physician specializing in neurology and interventional pain. She's the founder and medical director of Human Condition MD, which broadcasts on Fox 5 Plus Television, Washington, D.C. Dr. Mira is heard worldwide, weekly on her podcast about recent advances in medicine, and stop it. She's amazing. So, Dr. Mira.
Thank you. Okay, Dr. Humphrey, the third judge for today. Ooh, I don't know. He's good looking. He walked into the studio and I said, wait, I know you're good looking, but I have my own.
And then she pushed me to the side.
No. Did I do that?
No, of course not.
Okay. He's none other. There's another doctor, by the way. Too many doctors here. Dr. Moby. He's a board certified sleep specialist. He's a television host and a podcast, recognized as one of the top 60 hosts on the planet as per Hollywood News in 2020. The Hollywood Digest recognized Lifestyle TV USA with Dr. Moby as Best Lifestyle Show 2020.
Thank you.
Moby, thank you for your service.
And then our next judge, Miss Jessica Wilson. And we got a lot of brains on the board here. A cybersecurity engineer. She holds the title of Miss World America Delaware 2020 and is now the reigning Miss Pakistan USA 2021. So we are absolutely delighted to have her on the panel because her expertise in pageantry and of course one of the industry leaders in pageantry and of course beauty, our judge, Jessica Wilson.
Thank you for your services here this evening. Our next judge, a lady who's delicate, a lady who's gracious, a lady who speaks nothing but like a nightingale. She came into our studio and instantly I fell in love with her. She is our next incredible judge, Mrs. DC America 2021, and she reads. Mrs. America, and she's also a fashion content creator and a well-known stylist in Washington, D.C., and I love that color on you. Thank you.
Now I have to ask if Dr. George Holmes is in the audience. I'm sorry? He's an honorary judge. Okay, so our honorary judge, Shirley Shua, interestingly enough, has assisted 5 United States presidents, recipient of the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award, is a contributor to the highly acclaimed book, Mr. President, and I would think, having worked with 5 United States presidents, as an honorary person, he can judge whomever and however he would like. So if he shows up, we will welcome him, but in the absence, we have these 5 incredible judges, so please, again, if you would give them a warm welcome. And so now, Mr. Clint Bowers, would you join us again, sir?
Thank you.
Gina, were you going to sing later? I was just checking. No?
Thank you, sir. I didn't know I was going to have to set. So, this has become sort of a signature song for me. I did appropriately a few years ago for the homeless in Los Angeles. Hope in the Valley, who now has many, many shelters that they're building in South Central LA for homes to go into, little tiny houses with 2 bedrooms. Time goes, here we are. Time flows, here we are. Like the stars, here we are. Here we are, like the stars that let the red come. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and for you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see clouds of white and skies of blue, the bright blessed day and the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, yes, it's a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, all pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of the people walking by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? Yes, I see red faces and white faces and yellow faces and brown faces and all different shades of brown and black and how do you do? They're also saying, yes, they're also saying, I love you. I love you. Look to the person next to you and say, I love you. And look to the person next to you and say, I love you. Now say it out loud. I love you. I love you. Come on. I love you. I love you. Yes, we do love each other. So does God. Especially God. I hear babies cry. I've watched them grow. They'll know much more than we'll ever know. And that's a good thing. And I think to myself, thank you. It's a wonderful world. And I think to myself, let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. It's a wonderful world. It's a wonderful world. It's a wonderful, 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 wonderful world. Y'all sound good.
amazing, wonderful, oh, I'm sorry, nice. That is marvelous. Magnificent. Okay. So with that, we are now going to start introducing. Yes. So we're going to start introducing the contestants. And they are ready and nervous, so please, as they come in, shower them with love. Show them that they don't need to be nervous.
Are you
that
excited?
you love them.
Oh, yeah.
The first person wants to be a role model to others, to show no matter who you are or where you're from, all the struggles you have been through, you can stand exactly where he is now. He wants to be a man of influence, be kind, and bring awareness that you can be whatever you want to be in life. Mr. Kimo Basson from Aldie, Virginia. Let's hear it, let's hear it. I can hide behind the microphone. He has to do it without a mic and just looking at you guys. That was amazing. I don't have that confidence. You can tell. Kimo, thank you.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, Dr. Humphrey, I think the next contestant is Mr. Ryan L. Hansen. Mr. Hansen, he's from Glen Burnie. Is it Virginia? Maryland. Never wrong. Okay, Mr. Ryan L. Hansen from Glen Burnie. He says, I love DC, and I want to support his patrons and the organizations and the charities and this pageant, especially to help humanity. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Henson. Don't worry, I'm in love. I won't steal you, not for that. All right, who wants him to be Mr. DC? Anyone from there? Shame you, boo. All right, the next contestant.
Tis mine, my dear. You had to think about this one. This person does celebrity makeovers, makeup, much. Thank you, Governor.
All right, I think we can get Simo. Simo, are you ready, love?
But I want to offer something before he comes up. Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay, got it.
But as an entertainer, when you have things that don't go perfectly well, and you push through anyhow, you don't stop, it says a lot about you. Ron, even though he was trying to sink, I mean, not giving up and going through that and then taking over as a solo, that's an entertainer. So let's bring up Mr. Ryan Henson. Ryan.
He's also a keyboard. I don't know if he's ready. But
We'll set it up.
I can't rewind this. Because it was...
Ryan?
All right,
Your
so-
keyboard, sir? You need it up here? Whatever we need to do. There it is. It's over there waiting for him.
Stream still going through?
Yeah.
Someone asked me about it, so thank you. So it's a lifestyle video. They made a link like 10 minutes.
What do you do?
It's working. This is the one that they paid for, right? Yeah.
My dad had passed away in
Live
2018.
stream.
And one of the things he told me right before he passed away was that one of the scariest things he's ever done was perform in front of a live audience. And the first time I was on stage, live stream is 4 years old, and I was actually with him. And he was singing a song called I Can't Help Falling in Love with You by Elvis Presley to my mom who's in the audience. So I'd like to dedicate the first part to my dad, and the second part to my mom. Amen.
Simone and I are good friends.
Amen.
All right, and our next. I know.
I'll get you right. All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Who's again next?
Simo should be ready, Miss America. Is she ready now? Darling, are you ready, Simo?
All right, please.
The Price is Right in Bollywood dance. Give it up for Simo.
Lifestyle TV USA is on Facebook.
Excellent, marvelous, magnificent, all of the M's.
All the M's.
And now, we're going to have Mikhail White.
And he's supposed to sing.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for having me. This is going to be my first time singing in front of a crowd of people, so
yeah.
I'm singing in front of one person, but you know, this is a song song that I enjoy singing and it's in my range, so I'm excited to sing it for you. Started over and turn it down a little bit. I feel like it's hard to hear me over the beat. Yeah, so is this, yeah, that's better, Okay, let's just try that again. Can we start over? Sorry about that. Yeah. She said, don't be dumb enough to lie. I didn't mean to say that, girl. I was drunk and I was high. The crib, we in a brand new ride. She looking mighty fine. On the move. I'm so sorry. Try that one more time. Please bear with me. This is very different for me. And let me get some more. Thank you so much. Let's do it. She said, don't be dumb enough to lie. I didn't mean to say that, girl. I was drunk and I was high. So we left the crib and we in a brand new ride. And I was tired. One more time. Because apparently from your live stream it was off.
Yeah, we turned it on. Yes, it turned by mistake.
Okay, back on.
Yeah, it's on.
She said, don't be dumb about to lie. I ain't gonna say that, girl. I was drunk and I was high. So we left the crib and we in a brand new ride. She looking mighty fine. I wanted a girl to go down to earth, but she wanted the earth and the sky. These are my problems, like it's one of my life that will start with the car. It's crazy how I made it that way. Every time I see her out, I see the hate in her face. Like, why you do that? Telling you wanna be great, but sleeping until the next day. Like, why you do that? Telling you wanna, but next week you do your own thing. Why you do that? I can't explain it, but just know it's working for me. She texted me, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Now how the hell can you hate me? But I ain't did. But be the real thing, she know I'm the real, that'll never change. I'm trying to be the one, I cannot explain why you share some feels. I'm gonna sip on this drink, it's using my brain. Yeah, I got real simple stress about girl, I ain't worried about this. Remember trying to build you, I ain't worried about this. Build you, I ain't worried about this. Remember trying to build you, so I found me a new thing. I got plenty queens in my hometown, all they need is mix that drink. And plenty queens in my hometown, all they need is drink. And so I found me a new thing, and you know it's a shame. We done crashed with a brand, but baby, you know, fame. See, I wanted love, but she wanted love and the fame. She came for my money and everything. I wanted a girl who was on the move, but you just want to take everything. Listen, my problems. Got this one in my bed and she just want to sleep. Messing up all of the sheets, and she only wake up to eat. Doing it every week. But why you do that? I ain't wanna be great, but sleeping until the next day. Why you do that? And saying that much of the things. We go out, she ordered a steak. Like, why you do that? easing the pain. Yeah, that stuff, I ain't worried about this. No, the bills, and I ain't worried about this. This spot, but I ain't worried about this. The bills, there's so many things about new thing. Everything's got whole time now. I got pretty queens in my whole town now. I got pretty queens in my whole town now. It's a new thing, I was lost as you can. I got pretty queens in my whole town. So I found me a new thing, this new thing. I got pretty queens in my whole town now.
And he was absolutely methodical. He just wouldn't do it. Right. Thank you so much.
I went to a concert in San Diego, and the performing artists came out, and the sound system wasn't working properly. They had some of the instruments in the wrong place, and the artist came out and said, no, because it does not serve my audience well for me to perform before I'm ready. So it may have taken a few tries, but I think it was worth the wait. All right. And our next performer, known as Push. And he's going to share a story with us.
Mr. C, we need to close the door, please. On management, please. Thank you. The other one as well, please. Singing is just as difficult as storytelling, so we need to pay optimum. The other door also needs to shut, please. If you don't mind, please close the door. Shut the door, please. I think every artist needs to be recognized, every artist needs to be respected. That's the way I look at it. All right, the mic is all yours.
Hey guys, first off, thank you all so much for coming out. And I'm kind of jealous of Dan right now, so I'm going to get my best right now. I'm going to read you guys a short story that I wrote back in college. But this story doubles as a riddle. So your job is, while I'm reading this, I want you all to try and figure out who or what I am. But please don't scream at your neighbors. The story is called Sometimes I Wish I Was Blind. I'm often caught in the spotlight. People love me and I have no idea why. From children to kittens to girls of all ages, they all seem to be intrigued by one thing, me. But I think I might be socially awkward. When anyone comes near me, I just freeze up. It's like I'm petrified. I really don't know what they all see in me. Am I pretty? Is it my eyes? Does my silence make me trustworthy? I really can be mean. Sometimes I just want to tell them how stupid they look. That even when I work up the courage to scream it at the top of my lungs, they act like they can't hear me. But how can they ignore me if they're looking right at me? Am I seeing things? Are they blind? Are they deaf? Am I just crazy? Do I even exist? Oh God, here I go again, another existential crisis. But really, what good am I? I can never do anything by myself. People have to take me places, but they'd rather just take the cute little ones with them instead. Oh, and what's up with those flashbot things that make people so happy? I hate those things. Every time someone uses one on me, I can't see for a week. But then again, that is 1 week that I don't have to watch them make dumb kissy faces at me. It was fun at first, but after a while, it just got old. And when younger girls started doing it, it just made me feel like such a creeper. I promise it isn't my fault. I can't look away. I don't know why. I just can't. Oh my God, maybe I am a creeper. Why can't I look away? I'm not guilty if they come to me, right? I'm the victim here. There's nothing I can do. I've tried so hard to make them stop, but I'm just petrified when they come near me. I wish I could just push them away and call the cops on them. This is abuse. I'm not in China anymore. This is America. I have rights. Is it not cruel and unusual to lock me away in a dark room and just come in whenever they like and blind me with their flash boxes? They have no remorse when they do it. Can they plead insanity? Every time they do it, they get these really creepy, evil grins, even mock me with their kissy faces. There's no way they're sane. Who could just do that to poor old me? I've never done anything to anybody. I'm probably the nicest person you've ever met. I always wonder why God put me in this world. Am I here to see all the ugly that's put in front of me? And just be happy that I'm not as weird as they are? But it's so hard to be grateful when they see me as someone they can confide in. Would that make me a hypocrite? I would certainly feel rotten. But then again, why should I feel bad for my torturers? Oh my God, I have Stockholm Syndrome. These guys don't deserve my sympathy when all they do is mock me, torture me, laugh at me every chance they get. I just really hope my brother got away. When our childhood home was raided, I lost track of him as they loaded us into long moving rooms. I've had a tortured life since birth, but I just thought of a way to get revenge. I heard some people say that if I break, then they get 7 years of bad luck. So maybe that's why God made me a mirror. But raise your hand if you actually guessed that I was a mirror before I said that.
No. No.
4 people? Brownie points to you guys. Much love. Thank you guys.
Very nice. Beautiful. Mirror, mirror on the wall, huh? Who's the fairest of them all?
You are. See, I know what I'm supposed to do.
Dr. Crossland, here. Are we sharing the same limousine after this?
I'm even orders. So here are the orders. How many of you enjoying yourselves now? Did we do well in picking? I shouldn't say we picked them because they volunteered. So an incredible group of men, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Give them one more round before we start again.
DC starts with an N.
That's correct.
All right, next one. Another poem. All right. This very gentleman came on stage. He was good looking, and I reserve my comments. And he is now going to recite a poem. Who is he? I will respect him by saying, Mr. Ruttenberg. So, he's gorgeous. You're gorgeous.
I'm somewhat speechless. This has been an amazing moment, the love that I've had on the show. So for talent, she told you what it's going to be. I figured, I would give you an estate planning seminar or something like that. But 3 to 5 minutes on a stage at a family show. I'm not a poet. I have not written many poems in my lifetime, but I wrote one, so bear with me. This poem is basically about my life and how the older I get, the faster time goes. So buckle up for some spoken word. The Time of My Life by Daniel Ruttenberg. The first book I read all the way through was Go Dogs Go. I recommend it to you. I must have been 3 or 4 at the time. I was so proud of myself. I was in my prime. This was a big accomplishment, you see. For instead of games or watching TV, I sat down for about an hour to read. An hour was such a long time, indeed. Middle school was tough. It sucked being bullied. I had to stand up for myself to be freed. Time seemed to drag during these years of strife. I could not wait to move on with my life. Now, high school was fun. I came into my own. Parties, friends, and girls, I was in the zone. Back then, I thought time was starting to fly. But I had no clue how time can go by. One of the best times of my life was college. Not just because I gained so much knowledge. I was free. I worked hard. I had goals and dreams. And bar activities meant different things. Eventually, I was ready to go. 5.5 years is a long time, you know. I had to start my career. I was enthused. Time for my CPA training to be used. But accounting sucked. It was not for me. Had I wasted my new college degree? I needed a fresh start. Time to change gears. I gave law school a try. What's 3 more years? Next, the bar exam. I was in a haze. I had been a dad for just 14 days. Fatherhood is such a wonderful thing. My little girl makes my heart shout and sing. Holding her was an amazing feeling. It was like I could walk on the ceiling. I tuck her snug under her cover. I cannot express how much I totally love her. Sarah was just starting to walk, and then I closed my eyelids. She was 10, now 24, getting a PhD. Getting her doctorate in chemistry. Okay, at this point, I may sound a bit braggy, but how long until I'm a granddaddy? I argued at the Supreme Court. It's true. Best line was, la la la, I can't hear you. I actually did that. For my day job, I do estate planning. And as many of you here know, but I can be found at Secrets Tanning. Many think I only wear a necktie, although some now call me the Caps beer guy. Lucky in love I have certainly been. When I met her, I heard a violin. The love of my life I have found. Growing old with Catherine, I am bound. College degree, CPA, fatherhood, JD, and LLM are very good.
bring folks together. Yes. I host events in any weather. Parties with purpose I have often planned. Cards for kids made over 400 grand. And let's not forget my crazy parties. At least the rules don't mention donkeys. I have accomplished much in my life so far. But Mr. DC, this is too bizarre. The older I got, the faster time flies. This trip's so quick. Is time still on my side? Where have I gone on my life's journey? There's so much more than being an attorney. Long ago, I came to the realization that the journey is the destination. So enjoy the ride and smell the flowers. And make the most of all of your life's hours.
A moment in time, he said, is momentous. And you all heard the voice he said. Excellent, very nice, very nice. Okay, Dr. Humphrey, should we move along to some, who wants to see Punjabi?
Yeah.
Who wants to see Punjabi dance? All right, to entertain us is our next contestant with the traditional Punjabi dance, and his name is none other than handsome Harman Barar.
Oh.
Yeah, man, come on down, the place is right. I agree, I second that. All right. Uh-oh. He does.
Hi guys, what's up? I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna do Indian dance. I don't know if you're all understood or not, but please accept it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm gonna dance, guys.
Can I dance with you? Here we go!
We gotta go and wait on the beach, I'm sorry.
Oh, I can do it.
going to do or to show you some woodwork. So Craig Kelly, if you would, sir. Oh, there he is. All right.
So you got
it going so far?
Archie is one of the judges, and she will tell you that it's really difficult writing. It's so hard. Everybody's so wonderful. It's tough to decide.
So good luck, but I'm also one of judging it. So
I'm sorry, you are the judge. You are too.
I don't know how to score it. How are you going so far? Yeah, yeah.
Good work extraordinaire. Thank you for that. The cars are in the back if you need some work done at home. You know who to call now. All right, so now moving on. We are now going to have a presentation of salsa.
Oh, yeah.
With Mario Ramirez. Come and socialize us. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Great. Yeah.
How are you, everybody? The song that I'm going to dance is called La Soledad. And I got to tell you a little bit about the story about the song. There's always a girl behind everything. So, yes, there's always a girl behind everything. So, I'm a student. It's also my personal studies. So, do we look good?
Oh, yes.
Yes. So it is thanks to her. And she's the one encouraging me. She's one of my students. She's the one encouraging me to come over here to perform and be part of Mr. DC. And for that, I'm going to call her to stage. Come on in. Come love. She's the lady with everything. She's the angel.
Wow.
I'm not an angel. He's my teacher. Yeah, actually, thank you, Omario. So Omario is one of our clients that we style. I'm a fashion designer and men's personal style goddess. And he's also my dance teacher. So being a businesswoman, it's very difficult to switch energy after business hours. So, and dancing is part of my therapy. And when I danced with Omario for the first time, who I met through my best friend, I said, oh my gosh, Omario, your energy is so caveman. It just makes me surrender and give in, and I want to be a woman. And he's such a caveman because he doesn't really talk much. And so when I heard about this, I just thought, oh my gosh, Dan should participate, and Omario. And those were the two that came to my mind. And I told Omario, I said, it's about your energy, and I want you to show it on stage through the dancing because you're so good at it. And I've seen him transform women who are very strong and masculine within one song, and they're like goddesses. So I hope that he can demonstrate this energy because I'm not very easy to tame, so.
Thank you. So as you can see, there's always a story behind it.
Now, música, maestro.
absolutely nice. You've taken and won many hearts tonight. Many, many hearts. Thank you so much. It's very romantic. Before the crown is, judges, please be on board. The next contestant is a serious but very good-looking makeup transformation artist, Mr. Yasir Bashir. Oh, he took his jacket out. Don't worry, you look nice either way. It doesn't matter. We love you just the same. That jacket or this jacket, as long as you become our friends, because we women like men that transform makeup. So, transformation artist. Okay, here we go.
So I will speak to them.
Sure, absolutely.
Good evening, everyone. So I believe that real beauty comes from inside. We all know when we look good, we feel good. So I will be showing you a very quick makeover. Who wants to be my guinea pig? First hand. Come on up. It'll be quick, I promise. It'll be a quick, like, day to night, quick change. Maria, I'm Yasser. Nice to meet you.
Are we done? Yeah, 2 minutes. Oh, 2 more minutes. Thank you so much, Mr. Bashir. It's very pretty. She looks gorgeous.
Cheers.
Beautiful. Thank you. All right. Dr. Hickey.
Beautiful. All right, so our last contestant.
Oh, Dr. Humphrey.
Yes.
Lost and found.
Lost and found is a Ford.
Ding ding.
If you need this, and if you don't, let me know.
We're just giving to the church.
I live out by Dulles, so if you pick it up there, I'll try to help
For what you charity.
you. Our last presentation, Mr. David Wiggins, Dancing with Daughters.
Oh.
So I have up here with me my 4 lovely daughters.
Otis,
Reagan, Carson, and Tristan.
Yeah.
We're going to do a little dance with you guys.
Oh, she's not. Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, when I saw Dr. Holmes, I saw you almost got. Amen. Folks, we are absolutely going to finish on time. What we're now going to do is transition into the question part of it. We're going to ask each contestant a question. He will have 1 minute to respond to the question. After that has completed, we would then like for all of our amazingly, I have to use an M, marvelously beautiful crowning queens to come up on stage. And while the judges are tabulating, we're going to give each of the men a recognition. And then after that, we will assign first, second, and third. So with that, gentlemen, now what I'm going to do is ask Craig Kelly to come first. The other gentlemen, if you would step out of the room, please.
All the other contestants are kindly requested to be out of the room because we're asking the same question to everyone.
Yeah, all of the contestants, other than the one speaking, please step outside.
Please.
If you could take Bashir with you, please.
Yep, even the salsa dancer.
Yeah. We don't want this to be unfair and have someone listening in.
It's the same question to all 11 of them, and they get only 1 minute. So.
Craig, if you would, please.
And you want to observe silence because the answer is only 1 minute long, and I think the judges need to concentrate on the answer. Please. This is a very last portion. All right, darling, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Shh. We need the door closed.
Yes, I got you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Sir, why do you believe you should be chosen as Mr. DC 2022? And furthermore, what is the most important issue your generation is facing in the world today? Do you want me to repeat that?
No, I think I'm going to go for what we got.
Okay. Go for
Everybody
it.
with this rotation change.
And remember, you only got 60 seconds.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, darling, go for it.
Thank you. Every contestant here tonight has got a great story, and they're just amazing at what they do. I don't think everyone can agree with that. I mean, hands down. What sets me apart, and what the reason I think should be, I apologize. Thank you. What sets me apart, and what I believe is the reason I should be chosen as Mr. DC, is because I understand the roles and responsibilities that come with being Mr. DC 2020. I also,
What is the most important issue your generation is facing in the world today?
we're probably coming together as a whole, bringing everyone together, race, sex, creed, doesn't matter. We all need to come together as one, no matter where you are in the country or the world. And the sooner we do that, the sooner we can get over our differences with one another, and we can all work together.
All right, thank you very much. next contestant, and you only get a minute, is Mr. Ryan Henson. Mr. Ryan Henson, are you here? We can sneak him in. Are the judges having a tough time?
Yeah.
I know. Some are good, huh? Too good to be true. You're too good to be true. Okay, darling, come here, love. Come here. Ready? 60 seconds. Sir, in blue blazer. Why do you believe you should be chosen as Mr. DC 2022? And furthermore, what is the most important issue your generation is facing in the world today?
Being Mr. DC is more than just a title. It's a privilege. And most importantly, it's a responsibility that contributes to not only myself, but to the communities I represent. Contributing to charities, honoring men who serve their families and their communities, and even enabling individuals to best themselves. These are the messages that I strive for. And if I am crowned Mr. DC, I would not only consider this title as a lifetime accomplishment, but I would ensure my best to bring out the better good of my community and to help individuals persevere on their goals so they can have a moment like this. When it comes to the world today, as far as what is the most catastrophic, what can we do to overcome, I truly believe that if we work together, if we recognize each other's problems, and most importantly, if we empathize and sympathize with each other's feelings, we should be able to not only overcome any type of issue or problem, but we should be able to enjoy our lives and continue to strive for goals, strive for what we believe in, and conquer anything that we put our mind to. Because if it's one thing that we believe, perseverance will always overcome any objective, especially when you put your mind to it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Our next contestant, Michaela White. Is Bush ready? Or is Mikhail not ready?
Is Mikhail not here?
Okay, well we can bring him later. Let's get Bush.
All right, here's the contestant. All right.
All right. Welcome Bush, please. Welcome Bush. I want them to see you. So why do you believe you should be chosen as Mr. DC 2022? And what is the most important issue your generation is facing in the world today?
I believe I should be chosen as Mr. DC because as a DC native, I stand up here representing the entire South Asian community across the DMV. And growing up, I've always had issues with being bullied in school, and it's become one of my life's missions to start an anti-bullying campaign. And as you guys all know, this is a charity event. The winner of this competition will run charities for the next year, and I want to start my own anti-bullying campaign. Because growing up Asian, I know that I'm not alone in feeling this way and being pushed into lockers and being called all sorts of names. So I want to put an end to that. I want everybody to feel welcome in schools. I want to put an end to school shootings that are caused by bullying. And besides all that, most importantly, King Push bends the knee for no one.
It's very nice. Thank you so much. Thank you. Alrighty, our next contestant is Monsieur Den Rottenberg.
Mikhail, if you could ask Dan to come in first. No, Dan. You could have Dan come in first. And then you'll be after Dan. Thank you. Mary.
All right, so we'll give you 60 seconds to please complete the following, the answer to the following question. Dan, why do you believe you should be chosen as Mr. DC 2022? And furthermore, what is the most important issue your generation is facing in the world today?
Well, both of those.
Yes,
In 60 seconds.
In 60 seconds, yes.
All right, I had a memorized answer took way longer than that, so I'm gonna have to improvise. Mr. DC represents more than just Washington, DC. Mr. DC represents the entire DMV, and so do I. I was born in DC, raised in Maryland, live in Virginia. I got degrees from the University of Maryland, Georgetown, and George Mason. I have a degree from universities located in each of Maryland, DC, and Virginia. I'm admitted to the bar in Maryland, DC, and Virginia. I am actively involved in the community, in the DMV community. I served as president of the Fairfax Bar Association. I served on the board of directors of the Fairfax Law Foundation. And I've served, as everyone knows, for Devotion to Children on their board of directors for a good 20 years. And for the last 11 years, I've put on Cards for Kids, which this year raised $60,000, and to date has raised over $400,000. And as Mr. DC, I'm going to make the 12th annual Cards for Kids the best one yet. And I also, I'm going to skip on, we all know about how I bring people together in the DMV. But I represent the DMV, and I don't know how much time I have left, so I'm going to go to, just to answer the second part is to the community and the problem. And the problem is tolerance. We all need to have more respect for other people's opinions. That is the biggest challenge I see in the country today. I'm guessing I'm out of time. You guys, come on.
If he wears all those jewels on the crown today, then you know where it's going. I'm taking him home. He has no chance. All right. Sir, where are you? I lost Dr. Humphries. All right. I think we're ready for Mr. Mikhail White. You get 60 seconds to answer the following question, please. It's a two-part question, so pace yourself well. Over here, please. All right, you ready? Here's the question. Mikhail, why do you believe you should be chosen as Mr. DC 2022? And furthermore, what is the most important issue your generation is facing in the world today?
Thank you again for having me. I just want to apologize about the performance, but my first performance.
You're all good.
As far as why I see Mr. DC, I believe that an important thing to understand to be Mr. DC is you have to understand perspective and you have to understand the other things that other people have been through and at least try to understand where they come from and try to adapt and help them as how you can or as much as you can. And the thing that my generation is going through nowadays is diversity and separation, and we're just all not a team right now. I feel like we are super divided, and we're getting better as time goes. But I feel like it's getting better, and I enjoy it. As far as being Mr. DC, being the youngest contestant, I think that it's important for me to, as well as other guys, I think other guys, they have as much reason to be Mr. DC than I do as well. A part of being Mr. DC is you have to claim the identity first before the actions. The actions come as being the identity of being Mr. DC. And just doing the actions doesn't mean that you change who you are as a person just because you're someone else. But, in order to be Mr. DC, you have to act like Mr. DC, you have to take on the responsibilities of Mr. DC. And I think that everyone here is a great contestant and they can do great things. Even if they're not Mr. DC, I think we all have a responsibility in the community and to do great things and to inspire others is a huge part of it as well as education. And again, thank you.
All right, so the next one. Sir.
Our next contestant, Kimo Bassini.
They're getting fumblings out in the hallway.
I see it.
Get back in here.
I see it.
Kimo Bassini, please join us on stage. So, Kimo, why do you believe you should be chosen as Mr. DC 2022? And what is the most important issue your generation is facing in the world today? 1 minute, please.
Thank you so much for asking me a question. I should believe that I should be a Mr. DC 2022 because I really represent the American dream. I was born in slums and poverty in my home country where I didn't have the books to go to school. I didn't have the clean water to drink, but I had the dream. And today, by winning this round, I want to show Washington, D.C., to show the world that if you have a dream and you work hard for it, you can achieve anything you want. I want to lift people up, inspire them, motivate them, and at last, I want to show DC that this crown is more than an ornament. I want to make a difference in the community and possibly to the world. Thank you.
Okay.
I just wanted to say one more thing. I don't know if I'm going to win or not. I have lived half of my life in hunger. Anyone in this room have any dreams, don't wait for tomorrow, do it today. I have worked hard to come here. I have 1.7 million followers on Instagram now, and I have really worked hard to fulfill my dreams, and I'm going to go to Hollywood in 2 years.
Very nice. Okay, the next contestant, if you would please come on over, Mr. Herman Barar. Are you here? Herman? Herman Barar? The Punjabi dancer? You're not there? Is he there? Is he there?
Okay.
Yes. Is he there?
Is Omario there?
No.
And then I'm going to stage them.
Is Omario there?
Is Omario?
They're all having a grand time out there.
Yeah.
Party, party, party.
Yeah, here we are. Okay, great.
Okay,
Mario
Omario.
Granados.
All right, we're not going to do any salsa here. Okay, you're good looking too. You only get 60 seconds to answer this question. And the question is, why do you believe you should be chosen as Mr. DC 2020? And furthermore, what is the most important issue your generation is facing in the world today? 60 seconds.
Well, I had a whole speech prepared about this, but now I stopped. So I just want to say that today, seeing all this work, since everything is one of the best days of my life. Coming from a poor place and everything, like struggle and everything. And for over 2 decades, DC has been my home, and I go on some work in the past, volunteering for the Office of Latino Affairs. I work for DC charities. And I know I owe so much to DC for molding me who I am and for finding all these people that encourage me to be a better person. So this is like a dream come true to be here in front of all of you guys. And if I win, it will be literally the best days of my life. Now, the second question, it was about the challenge here. I believe one of the biggest challenges we have is COVID-19, which is we all in my personal case, I like to have fun. I like to go out with people. I like to go out with my friends. I like to have my students. And for so many months, I haven't been able to see them. So I'm glad that we overcoming this pandemic. And we're all gonna be strong, and we're all gonna go through this. And please keep your attentive selves. Just like everybody else has told me in the past, Mario, you're too old, stop dancing. No, I always follow what's my instinct. And you guys should do that, the same thing. I know they say you gotta stay home and you gotta don't talk to people and stuff like that, but we need to. So that's one of the biggest challenges that we have right now. And please guys, make my dream come true. I'm so glad I'm here, I'm so happy. I wanna thank really Juan for being here. She's the one that pushed me. I don't even know how to model, I don't even know how to talk to people. But she said, Mario, dance, you know how to teach. You encourage me to be a better person. So thank you guys, I really appreciate it.
So our next contestant, Ron Payne. So, Ron, why do you believe you should be chosen as Mr. DC 2022? And what is the most important issue your generation is facing in the world today?
First of all, I am Mr. DC 2022. Today, more than ever, I feel this responsibility, this ministry that the Lord Jesus Christ has given me to support family members who are dealing with mental illness. My name is Ronald G. Payne, 630 Elmira Street, Southeast Washington, D.C. I know what it feels like to come home as a first grader and wonder, did mom leave the stove on? Is the house going to be burned down? And I also know a mom that prepared hamburgers and home-cooked fries. I know what it's like to rush home and wonder, is my mom, where is she? Has she been recommitted to St. Elizabeth? Is she homeless? But I also know what it feels like to have a DC community love on me, take me in, and support me as the only child. I also know what it feels like to be heckled, to be really, really embarrassed and ashamed because my mom had mental illness, the pain around it. But I also know what it feels like to be helped. Miss Neal, Miss Johnson, Miss Nicholson, they helped me, they took me in from St. Thomas More to Archbishop Carroll to Howard University to UDC. I know what it feels like to be DC, Mr. DC, because I am Mr. DC 2022.
All right, our next contestant is Mr. Yashir Bashir. Are you here? Mr. Yashir Bashir.
Yashir, please join us.
Here you go, third laser for the evening. Nice, very nice. All right, makeup artist, you only get 60 seconds to answer the question. Like that, please. You ready? Yes.
Why do you believe you should be chosen as Mr. DC 2022? And also, what is the most important issue your generation is facing in the world today?
So I will do this in 2 seconds, okay?
60 seconds.
Yes. So good evening, everyone, again. You know, there's a popular saying by Shakespeare. It says, heavy is the head that wears a crown. And I truly believe that because it will be an amazing honor, but it comes with responsibility. For me, coming as a Pakistani immigrant and coming here and making something out of myself, I was able to travel all over the world with L'Oreal as a celebrity makeup artist, and now working for the most important man on this planet, Joe Biden and the First Lady, who I do their makeup, so it has come full circle for me. And, you know, I want to inspire the youth and tell them with hard work, sincerity, dedication, and the service to community, you can achieve anything. And the second question was, what is...
So easy. What is the most important issue your generation is facing in the world today?
Okay. I believe social media, it is the way of today and tomorrow, but I think we need to use social media with responsibility. It connects people, but you need to have the right information, right time, because social media is not your real life. It is something that you do, and it inspires people and connects people, but you need to use this as responsibly as you can. Thank you.
David Wiggins, please. And we will finish with Harmon. Harmon, please. Mrs. District of Columbia, Harmon needs to wait outside. Harmon, wait outside while David is speaking, please. So why do you believe you should be chosen as Mr. DC 2022? And secondly, what is the most important issue your generation is facing in the world today? 1 minute, please.
So the most important issue that our generation is facing today is COVID. That's number one, and injustice. That's what I believe. Now, why should I be chosen as Mr. DC? Is because Mr. DC should have the ability to inspire others, have a relentless pursuit to success, and to encourage. So, me coming up here with my daughters, I just want them to see that, hey, anything you can do in this world, don't be scared about, you know, if you fall down, get back up, keep it going, okay? Never give up. And you know you can do anything. You know, if you dream big, put your heart into everything. Nothing's gonna stop you. So, I love my family, they love me, and that's what I look to spread onto my community as I go, if I'm crowned Mr. DC.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
All right, and our last contestant, Mr. Is it Baran? Baran, right? Yes. We have him, hopefully he's there. Harlan Baran, that's right. Well, the party's about to end. Judges, I know you had the toughest job tonight, just as much, I guess even worse than people putting together for you. Are you there? He's a very last contestant for this evening for question and answer.
And folks, as I promised, we're going to finish. So after this contestant, we'll have all of the contestants come up while the judges are tabulating. And the gentleman and lady to my right are making sure that all the scores are there. We will announce the three winners, and that will be our conclusion for the evening. So, to you, my dear. Oh, as a matter of fact, would you have all of the gentlemen come in now, and we'll put them over there.
All right, my love, here you go. You ready?
Thank you, ma'am.
The question is, why do you believe you should be chosen as Mr. DC 2022? And also, what is the most important issue your generation is facing in the world today?
So let's start with the first question. Why do we deserve to be Mr. DC?
Yes, followed by the second one, and you get 60 seconds to answer both of them.
Both of them?
Sorry, yeah.
First question. I think I deserve to be Mr. DC. I'm a foreign kid. I moved here when I was 16. And like DMV is a melting pot of all foreign people. And I think I want to bring my culture. I'm a Sikh. My people like to love, respect, and spread humanity, help the homeless, help the women. My mom has an NGO which wants to help women, empower women, and I really believe I should empower women. And I want to help homeless people. I always go out. I worked with Salvation Army for a while. I worked with Good Shepherd's Alliance for a while. I just want to help homeless people. I want to help women. I really believe in empowering women because I was a single woman. My dad was an abusive husband. So I really believe I should empower women. And that's one of my main goals. And second of all, what do I think my generation is facing? Inflation. Gas prices, guys. It's so much, you know, like, come on. Like, we need to work on that, like, not even just gas prices. If everything goes high, how do we help the homeless? If I can't feed myself, I'm gonna feed the homeless. If the prices are down for everything else, we help others, you know? If I can't help myself, if the prices are so high, I can't help other people, right? And I want to be a person, my religion teaches me and my culture teaches me, before you help others, you know? If you help others, others help you. I want to help the homeless, I want to help the people in need, but how do I help them? If I can't fill my own gas, how do I help you? This is my thing. So inflation, I think, is the biggest problem. If you can help inflation in this generation, everything's a problem. Like the gas price, even when you go to the grocery store, like 2 months ago, I gave my grocery for $40. Now I gotta pay $80, which is some fucking bullshit, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay, so if we could have Tiffany Clegg, if you would join us, Ebony Axon,
Embreen Bashir, Mrs. Deborah Oval,
Mrs. Pakistan,
I'm just
Ellen Bryan,
I didn't write by name.
Mrs. Suraj Kanal,
Mrs. D.C. Anchue.
Dr. Gloria Crossland.
If you
If
could
you please come.
join the contestants over here,
Come on,
please.
I'm gonna come over here.
Oh, go ahead.
On stage.
Yeah, come on up.
Go ahead.
I can see you, but they can't see you, so you need to be here.
Here's just kind of.
Miss Maryland? Just a little bit, please. One love, slide.
Just you to say that.
Dr. Crossland? Dr. Crossland? Where are you? Dr. Crossland? Come on, love.
Hey, Dan, you win the popular vote. This electoral college doesn't count.
I want a tablet.
While we're doing this, we have from CPA Guard, Mr. Manjeet Singh. We're very thankful for your precious time today in doing additions and subtractions. Mr. Manjeet Singh from CPA, Manjeet PC.
Do you mind with the
Mrs. Garg.
Nilima, I need a mic. They need to be come forward. The ladies have to be. No. The ladies.
Oh, all right. They need for the women to come in the front. Or
In between the guys. In between the guys.
In between the men. Guy, girl. In between. Hello. In between. Are you, sweetheart?
And then in the back.
This way?
Okay.
Yeah, right
So
there.
listen to me. Baby step back. Baby step back. Turn V. Give me a V. Baby step back and turn over here. The end glow.
This is not the photo time. This is not a photo time.
This is not.
Okay, go ahead.
The program. Ladies.
The photographers need you to be able to close.
Turn.
Close.
Go ahead at the very end. Okay, Nini, just the program.
Yes.
All right. Ready?
I'm sorry. Somebody.
Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, you're good. You guys are good. Easy.
Come on, Dan.
Okay. Ready?
Hey, Dan. Approve. You there.
Give me a little bit
Let's go now.
closer.
Let's go to it.
Closer, sir.
A little tighter.
Tighter. Tighter.
Like sardines. Tight.
Tighter. Sir.
Hard work, Margie.
Okay, ready, get set.
Sexy guy. Yeah.
Cheers. 1, 2, 3 over here. Okay, give me a
Look in the
wave.
middle. Look in the middle.
1, 2, 3.
Wait.
Okay.
Excellent.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Please, a round of applause for the crowning ladies and the contestants.
One more. Just the guys.
And you. I said, how do you?
The women,
Yo,
you've given a gift. All the contestants should get a gift.
One. Everybody.
All the contestants should get a gift.
Well, now you can wash for that.
All right, are you done?
Okay, I'll see you, boy.
I'll
see you, boy. All right, next.
Okay.
Okay, Carlton, Dresden.
Okay.
I need next.
Rachel.
Okay, women down, please. Women can go off the stage, please. All the women can go off the stage.
Okay.
Women out, please. All the contestants stay here, please. All the contestants stay here, please.
Right here, right here.
I know, it's getting close. It's getting tight.
Rachel.
Winner will be declared soon. All right?
Over here.
Dr. Humphries. All right, so these are the contestants. Miss Oldham, we need to be out, please.
Hi, everyone. Inside Loop TV.
All right, ma'am. One.
Thank you, Jeanine.
Hey, thank you for the picture.
Sorry, Mandira. I took over.
I don't want you out there.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. On me. 1, 2, 3. One more. One more. 1, 2, 3. One more. Thank you.
Now for the public. Now for the public.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, gentlemen. Could we have the judges, please?
Okay.
All the judges for tonight.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Sir.
Just hold. Just
Video?
just-
Video? Okay. Go.
All the judges.
ये लाइव स्ट्रीम कर रहा है just put me नीचे ही निकल
Mr. Singh, are the scores done? Scores done? All the judges, please. Dr. Mera? Dr. Mera? Dr. Mera? All the judges, please. Okay, photographer, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we do the final,
Come in the center.
before we get the final from the tabulation, please give a round of applause for the judges again. They were absolutely remarkable.
Thank you, Gina Andrew.
Okay, good job. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3. Best ever. Thank you.
Thank you, my love. Thank you for your precious time, all the judges, we appreciate it. All right, Dr. Humphrey.
Thanks. While we're tabulating the finals, if you would
Oh, here, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Mr. Singh is about a couple of minutes away from the scores. Mr. Bowers. By the way, your interview on my TV show Fox 5 was superb. That was me. It was excellent. And you spoke beautifully. You did. All right. Sure.
So who do you think should be the top? Huh?
3.
It's been an honor being people today are full.
I think that's good representation.
I can't hear the music, however. And
Jessica, who do you
you'll have
think
to
should
start
be
from the
winning?
beginning. This one
I'm
says
not
ready.
revealing.
You
Yes,
are-
sir.
keep it to myself.
Oh. Okay, so stay away and keep watching.
While the sun climbs heaven far across the sea, let our hearts be grateful for our land that's free. As we pledge allegiance to our land so fair, let us lift our voices with this solemn prayer. God bless America. I'm ready to do something a little impromptu. We got 5 more minutes. Folks, let me tell you about Mary Lou. She was a low-down, ooh, she was the roughest, toughest, frail, but Mary had a heart just as big as old. Honey, oh, I gotta see something first. Can you guys clap on the 2 and 4 instead of the 1 and 3? Can you? Let's practice. And the 1. Very good. Now, when I say this, I want you guys to say what I say, all right? Some of you are younger, may not know this.
Oh, yeah.
Hardy, hardy, hard. Hardy,
you go. You got it. All right, folks, let me tell you about Lady Lucia. She was a low-down hoochie coocher. She was the roughest, toughest, frail hoochie coocher. But she had a heart as big as a whip. Hidey, hidey, hey. Hidey, hidey, ho. Well, Paul Minnie met old Deacon Lowdown. Deacon Lowdown taught her how to get down, but Minnie rolled a jelly roll, and now Minnie's singing, oh, save my soul. Hidey, hidey, hey. Hidey, hidey, ho. Hidey, hidey, hey! Hidey, hidey, ho! Poor man, poor man, give yourself a hand. How many minutes is that? 1 minute? 2 more minutes. Okay. Well, with a full bar. No. Let's see. Anybody know a good term? Wait. Ah! What did you say? Wait, say it again. Merry Christmas. What a Christmas.
Come on, Dan.
You want to work with it?
That's not supposed to.
Oh, no, that's cheating. That's cheating.
Feliz Navidad.
Huh?
Feliz Navidad.
Okay. Holiday. So, Saturday night, okay? Good. I just got 2 times. Okay, sing this with me. Silent night, holy night. You like that one? All is bright, young virgin, sparkling child. Y'all don't know. Okay. Good. Did I hear you singing? What about on the birthday? Who's that with that beautiful voice? Hungry? I don't know that hungry. You know I'm hungry? I think I know it in German. How about on the first day of Christmas, it's still okay for me? You know that? On the first day of Christmas, when you look into me. Good, that's you. On the second day of Christmas, when you look into me. And good. On the third day of Christmas, when you look into me. Very good. On the fourth day of Christmas, when you look into me. 4 calling birds. 4 calling birds. 2 turtle doves. Very good. And this is the best one. On the 5th day of Christmas, when you look into me. Very good. And on the
the sixth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Who said 60 Soleil? Who's got that? You got it, good. 60 Soleil. Very nice. And 4?
How's it going so far?
We need some whiskey with this. On the seventh day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Okay, 7 sounds of swinging right here. Sing up. 7 swans are singing.
Wow, your bio is very impressive, and we are lucky to have you as one of our judges.
And 4. Hummingbirds.
Rachel the Beth, Miss Marilyn U.S.
3. Okay. On the 8th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me over here. Wait. Over here. You got 8 grades of milking. Can you sing 8 grades of milking? No. Anybody? What about the gentleman in the red shirt that looks like Greg and with the glasses? No? He's got the resume, so we got it. Okay, the party's over here.
How's it going so far?
Last name, what about him?
Good. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Who's your winner?
What's that?
Who's gonna be your winner?
They're all winners in my book. They all won.
They all won. Who do you think should win?
Three friends, 2 turtle doves. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. What? 8, 7, 6. Golden rings, bum bum bum. 3, 2, and the almost there. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love. Oh, Merry Christmas, my true love gave to me. 10 words of leaping, right? 9, 7. Last night, 7, 6, 5 golden rings. Here we go, folks. And 4 calling birds. 3, 2 turtle doves. And a partridge in his head. On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5 golden rings. Okay, and 4 hummingbirds, 3 French, 2 turtles, and a partridge. There's one more, 12. That's 12. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. 12. Yes.
Jessica Wilson.
Jennifer
Wakefield.
Jennifer.
Let's back us down. Dr. Moby.
All you looking moms and well. All you
Helen Meister.
Who wants to tell them good?
Dr. Mandira.
No?
That's her.
Mandira, I'm sorry. Thank you so much.
We asked for it.
Bishop Lacey is gone.
Sir, what's your name?
Sarabi Canal.
Where are you from, Bill?
Dr. Holmes. Mayor. Dylan Bryant. Clint Bowers. Still singing.
Huh?
Everybody else.
Thank you. We should take your too. Excellent work. Excellent work.
Charles Wheeler. So Neil Rettenberg came here via New York, Manhattan, and all over, especially in Europe, and he's a lawyer, retired, he's still practicing. And he is one of Dan Rettenberg is his son. So here is the man responsible for all of your cheering. So give him a great big hand. That's not great big hand, y'all. Give him a great time. Well, it looks like he's really breaking the cheese now. Okay, goodbye. I did my job.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
A couple of announcements, and then we should have this ready to go. One, we did online voting. And online voting, we actually had a couple of the members who got the two highest online counts. I'm sorry, the two highest online counts. And the two highest online counts. So they will be getting a gift basket from Mrs. DC 2020. The first is David Wiggins.
Posting, telling my family and friends, coming out to support this charity and everything. And I couldn't have done it without them. And I truly appreciate all the love and support that you guys gave me.
And for this, I'm sorry. And for the second online, I'm going to have a special guest announce the winner because I think they both know him very well.
Mike, you think?
Yes. So Dan Rettenberg.
Yeah. You need a hand? You're good?
Thank you.
Don't fall.
They lost my basket.
You can find this basket, but until then, Dan, some people, you have to stand by yourself. Because I know
You have a pet snake.
You can stand here.
I gotta tell them. Please don't be on the middle. Yeah. We're working together.
We need to go in mass and just
I'll go lower.
really scare them back out. Restaurant.
I'm drinking because
This the basket is underneath. Yeah, black. Yeah, black. You need...
Nobody can see me.
Yeah.
Oh, we maybe. Crazy. Oh. Probably it's better to do from side.
This is Garg, CPA Singh. How much longer?
How's it? Are you nervous? Are you nervous? Are you nervous, man?
No, I'm not nervous. I'm confident.
Congratulations.
Oh, no, I ain't wearing that.
Good luck.
Thank you, thank you.
Good luck, man.
Thank you for your kind words.
How's everything? So, how is it going so far?
Excitement, thrilling, absolutely marvelous. Very tough, very tough.
Is it gonna be tough?
Yeah, good crowd.
Good crowd?
Yeah, good participants.
Good. So, Vishma, who do you think will be the winner?
I don't know. It's hard to choose because there are so many wonderful contestants. So there may be a tie. That's why it is taking some time. So we'll see. I have 2, 3 in my mind.
Give your favorite.
My favorite, I think, I don't know, but it's so hard to say one. But there are 2, 3 top, like Ryan, and I think David, and then another guy.
Okay, so that's
Brother.
Wittenberg.
Yes. So let's see.
Right?
Fingers crossed.
All right, guys, come on.
So,
Right down, please.
Yes, and I'm Rachel Labatt.
Huh?
Rachel Labatt, Miss Maryland, United States.
so who do you think is gonna win?
I think dance seems to be the most popular. Half the population is dance.
Dance. Dance. So who do you think is gonna win? Dance.
They're all.
Dance. Who do you think is gonna win? Dan? Who do you think is gonna?
Absolutely Dan.
I should have left the white and then done like
Who do you think is gonna win?
I don't know.
Yes, Abhishek, yeah. Who do you think is gonna win, man?
I don't know.
Who do you think is gonna win?
So we will start with number 3, then number 2, and then number 1. Yes, I'm going to make sure this gets done. All right. So number 3 is Push.
Yeah.
And number 2, Daniel. Number 1 to Lima. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please hold on. We're going to do number 1.
We are going to now crown the winner. Number 3, number 2, and now we're going to announce the winner, which is number 1, who will be crowned All right, we need Mr. Man here. And the winner, ladies and gentlemen, envelope.
Yasir.
Yasir.
Oh my God.
Yasir is the crowned Mr. DC.
Thank you. I think you have a bright future.
Thank you.
Very well done, coach. Congratulations. And
A
congratulations.
gentleman who changed his blazer 3 times during the course of the evening. Oh, good grief. And every single one was as good as the other. Congratulations, my love.
And you smell amazing.
Ooh, all French. All French. No, no.
Hi, thank you so much. It's such an honor to be Mr. DC 2022, and I will do my best to make sure that I live up to this title.
Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you, my love. Thank you. Well, Mr. DC Yashir wears the crown, and he will share a piece of his heart for everyone. Thank you.
We'll take one picture.
Will all the judges like to come up, Mandira?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for Mr. DC 2022.
Everybody pose. Let's see you pose. Go back, come back, come back.
Oh, sorry. And thank you for watching our live broadcast, and take care. Good night.